And good morning, everyone, and welcome back. My name is Don K. Preston. I am the president of Preterist Research Institute of Ardmore, Oklahoma, and this is what I call my morning musings. Hey, I hope you had a great weekend. Here we have the 4th of July coming up, in which we get to celebrate our freedom and liberty as Americans, and hope you have a safe time. Let me remind you, Preterist Pilgrim Weekend 2013 is coming up. And you really need to be here. We have a great lineup of speakers. We have 6 speakers lined up. Our theme is The Tabernacle of God is with Man. If you're going to come, send me an email. Go to my website, www.eschatology.org or www.bibleprophecy.com, and send me an email. Just let me know you're coming. That's all you have to do. There's no admittance or registration fee this year. So come be a part of this. Okay, we are discussing the topic, must a person have the Holy Spirit in order to understand the Bible? In other words, is the Bible just a dead book, a book of words, until God makes that word alive? Which raises an interesting question. If we are going to say that the Bible is just a book unless it is enlightened for us, why is that not true of a math book, a history book? Math books, history books, etc. use words in the same way that the Bible does. Follows the same journalistic and literary practices in expressing themselves. They express who, what, when, where, why, and how. Okay, we determine the meaning of those other books. We interpret those other books by the same literary and journalistic rules. And we understand those other books by following those journalistic rules. Why is that not true of the Bible? Since Paul said, by revelation, he, that is God, made known to me, that's him, the apostle, the mystery, as I wrote afore in few words, whereby you, when you read, can understand my knowledge of the mystery of Christ. So you see, Paul was saying, now it was given to me by revelation, that's to be sure. But he said, I've written it down and you can read it and understand it. Paul was simply saying, in very clear terms, that while revelation was needed to write it, he did not say revelation was needed to understand it. It is the revelation of the heart and the mind of God. When we read, we understand. That's the methodology that God chose. Now, does the Bible contain deep things? The things of God? Absolutely. Must we learn to discern spiritual things, compare spiritual things with spiritual things, as Paul himself says in 1 Corinthians chapter 2? Absolutely. We have to come to know, think like God. But the bottom line is, the Bible itself very clearly expresses itself in telling us that it is literature. It is literature that was revealed by the Holy Spirit, by inspiration, and it was written down in the, quote, normal methodology of literature and journalism, and is subject to those same rules of literature and journalism, so that when we read, we can understand. Now, some, of course, deny this, and they say, oh, no, the Bible is clear. No man can come to the Father unless God himself draws him. Well, Jesus said that, but he also explained it. And we'll take a look at that text in our next presentation. So, that's a little bit of a teaser for you. Thanks for joining me for this morning's Morning Musings. We'll see you on the flip side when we discuss the drawing of God, how God draws men to Him. Again, thanks for joining me. We'll see you on the flip side.